around the Department of Defense. This is your daily news brief.
Honoring Heroes. I'm Navy Petty Officer 2nd Class Ashley Guire. The Pentagon recently launched an exhibit titled We Will Tell Their Stories, featuring black and white images of family members and friends, each holding a portrait of their fallen service member. The exhibit is a memorial gallery that represents a cross-section of family and friends who were photographed by famed photographer Brian Bowen Smith. The moving exhibit that honors those left behind is displayed at Apex 1 and 2 on the 3rd floor of the Pentagon. We Will Tell Their Stories is sponsored by the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, a 90,000-member international support group. The photos were shot at the TAPS headquarters in Virginia. To see the full story and photos of the exhibit, go to defense.gov. U.S. and Chinese defense officials met in Washington to discuss China's recently released Defense White Paper. Deputy Assistant Defense Secretary for China, Chad Sprague, led the U.S. delegation in talks with China's Deputy Director of the Office for International Military Cooperation, Major General Huan Chuiping. The meeting provided an opportunity to gain a better understanding of China's national defense policy consistent with Memorandum of Understanding on Notification of Major Military Activities Confidence-Building Measure Mechanism. The U.S. delegation included representatives from the Office of the Secretary of Defense, the Joint Staff, the State Department, and the National Security Council staff, while a Chinese delegation included representatives from the Central Military Commission's Office for International Military Cooperation. Appalachian Care Innovative Readiness Training 2019 has deployed Air National Guard, Air Force Reserve, Army Reserve, and Navy Reserve assets to Wise, Virginia, to provide medical, dental, optometry, and veterinary care. The training helps area health and municipal authorities address insufficient and unmet community health needs. And for service members, it's an opportunity to conduct deployment and readiness training. Medical operations will be staged at Wise County Fairgrounds. Units will also conduct critical mission training and logistical movement in order to simulate hands-on deployment readiness operations and healthcare delivery in the time of crisis, conflict, or disaster. The training began on August 16th and is scheduled to continue until August 29th. That's your DoD News Brief. I'm Navy Petty Officer 2nd Class Ashley Guire. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using #KnowYourMil.